Hey entrepreneur, this is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled How to Turn the Power of the Word Free, ladies and gentlemen, into spendable cash, believe it or not, just like the ultimate insiders do. Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of this video is to show you how most of you, myself included, have attended more than your fair share of online webinars, right? And you typically know what happens at the end of a webinar. But think about the offline business. Have you ever gotten 2 free tickets? And by the way, that's a proven marketing strategy. They know if they give you 2 tickets, you're bound to drag a friend or family member to one of these free events. I know I've drug more than my share of friends and family and have been dragged to these events. But the point is, in the offline world, there's an awful lot of proven ways to strategically take the word free and turn it into cash, just like the ultimate insiders do. We're going to take a look at an instance or two in this particular video. So, entrepreneur, the real purpose of this video is to successfully demonstrate to you how some of today's savviest small business owners, service providers, and or entrepreneurs strategically, use the word free to create a ton of long-term profits, and how you can too. So this particular example, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take an offline service provider, in this case a power broker, a real estate broker who, let's say she's down in Palm Beach, Florida, where they sell those really nice houses. And here's what she's done. After doing some testing and tweaking and getting some feedback from her audience, about every 90 days, she's going to put on these workshops, and they're free, and she's going to show property owners who own these really nice houses like you see there. She's going to show them how to sell their property, get this, using the for sale by owner method. Now, ladies and gentlemen, stop and think about this for just a second. This power broker, this real estate broker, she only gets paid when she sells properties for commissions. And in this case, she's working the residential real estate market in the Palm Beach, Florida area. Now, it doesn't have to be the upscale houses, but I'm just saying if she's going to make money, she may as well get paid, right? So where is there profit in her teaching a free workshop to people, showing them how to sell their homes using the for sale by owner method? In other words, without using people like her. Let's take a look, see how this might work out. So here's the thing. Again, remember now, she's tested this, so she kind of knows what her audience wants. There's a huge segment of the market that wants to sell their property, and they want to do it without paying a realtor commission. Ladies and gentlemen, 6% on a $2.5 million beachfront property. Think about it. Or a $7 million property. Think about it. So she's decided this power broker, real estate broker, is going to start sponsoring every 90 days, free 90-minute workshops. And here's what it's going to say. Here's the title. She's tested these out in the different for sale by owner magazines. And so far, this title, and this is all for example purposes, ladies and gentlemen. This title has given her the most bang for her buck. This is driving the most traffic to her blog. And this is the people are opting in to sign up for this workshop. And it's called How to Sell Your Dream House for Full Price Without Using a Licensed Realtor. In other words, somebody like her. Now stop and think about that, ladies and gentlemen. She's also, she's been dabbling a little bit in pay-per-click on Facebook and some other places. So the point is, she's starting to get a ton of people that attend these free workshops. And one of the things she gives them is a free 7-page guide that says 7 critically important things every for sale by owner definitely needs to know before you even think about selling your dream home using the for sale by owner method. So I hope this is sunk in to this point. Here is a power broker real estate agent who puts on free workshops every 90 days showing people, men and women, how to sell their dream home without using a broker. And she's a broker, and she only gets paid when she sells houses. So let's see how this might work out. So ladies and gentlemen, here's the point. When these people attend her live workshop, and typically she'll get anywhere from a low of 20 to a high of about 50 people. She's very thorough. And in fact, it says 90 minutes. It goes about 2 hours when you take in all the questions and everything. And sometimes she has special guests like local realtors and title company people. But the point is, she shows them stuff like the best local title companies, the best banking, financing alternatives that are available to them. She shows them and introduces them to who some of the best real estate attorneys are for closing purposes, where they can get the best prices and terms and everything. She shows her audience how to properly schedule appointments. And here's a biggie. She shows them how to properly qualify any potential buyers. Here's another thing she does. She shows them the 3 critical things to do if they're ideal buyers for whatever reason, their credit isn't exactly up to snuff. So the point is, by the time these people come out of this workshop, ladies and gentlemen, their head is on fire, and there's a bunch of stuff they hadn't even anticipated. Here's another biggie that she does. She shows them how to properly structure their transaction for maximum tax savings. And this is the part where she might actually have a CPA in the audience who, she works with, and they take 5-10 minutes to field questions, and of course pass out their cards and say, if you have any questions, contact me. The point is, when these people leave that workshop and they attempt to sell their property, entrepreneur, do you know what happens? Get this, from a statistical standpoint, a staggering 67% of the people who attempt to sell their home for themselves, within 60 days, 8 weeks, guess what they do? They throw in the towel and they list with a licensed real estate broker. Now, entrepreneur, here's the $64,000 question. Which broker do you think they choose 95% of the time? Bingo. This particular lady who told them everything they needed to know. And she did it for free. In other words, she serviced the daylights out of them up front. And let me ask you a question. Once these people list with her, they couldn't sell their house on their own. They decided this was just way too involved. They didn't want to be bothered. Do you think she has a hard time getting video testimonials from the people who actually do business with her? So that when a friend or a relative, a co-worker, an associate needs to sell their house, who do you think these people who couldn't sell their house 8 weeks ago, who do you think they recommend? Bingo. That's why this lady's the power broker. Now, you and I have seen people online do the webinars, and at the end of the webinars, what we call a back end, there's some kind of offer. But most of you seem to forget that technique started offline. I'm trying to show you how strategically using the word free, using free information, like what I'm doing right here, is a powerful way to A, list build, and then on the back end, as you develop the relationship, not only get business from the people you originally got on your list, but the referrals. And I hope you can see that. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who want to discover how you're going to add an additional 25% more gross profit to your bottom line, entrepreneur, if you're interested in learning how to do it in the next 90 days or less without having to constantly add new customers or clients and or patients, just got a glimpse into how that might work, then my friend, I'm going to highly suggest you rush over to that website at the bottom there. youcanmarketonlinenow.com/sales, where you can grab that free 9-page special report, read it, and apply it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before you rush off, because I know you're busy, just got a quick question for you. Entrepreneur, who else do you know in business who's struggling right now, who could definitely use some help? Do they respect your opinion? Because if they do, here's what I want you to do for them. I want you to rush this video to them ASAP. Tell them to check it out. Help them out, because they will definitely thank you for it later. Again, that's only if they respect your opinion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the next thing. If you're wondering, Mark, what do I need to do to get my business, product, or service to the next level? I'm tired of struggling. I'm so glad you asked, because here's what I have for you. Entrepreneur, on top of the free 9-page special report that I'm sure you're going to enjoy and benefit from, I'm going to also include a free 22-part Small Business Marketing Mastery Series. This is an additional free 22 sequential email marketing lessons you're going to receive on top of the free 9-page special report. That's correct. It's my free gift to you. It's my way of saying, hey, thanks for subscribing and welcome to the inner circle. We're glad to have you. But ladies and gentlemen, if for whatever reason, after you go through the free 9-page special report, hopefully a couple of times, entrepreneur, and you read and reread the 22-part Small Business Marketing Mastery Series, if for whatever reason you feel it's not for you, A, you might want to pass it on to somebody you know it can help, but B, please feel free to unsubscribe anytime you want for whatever reason you wish, and we can still be friends. Fair enough? This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Looking forward to being with you again real soon, entrepreneur, on the Marketing Minute.